friends. Welcome to Leadership Today. My name is Sam Aghomi, the president of the First Leading Edge International Organization, and I'm your host in this program. In the last edition of Leadership Today, we talked about the inverted pyramidal system of leadership. We emphasized the need to train people in leadership to get the best from them. I can't say less of that. The truth is that what we get from people is what we teach them. If you train people in a particular field, you are sure of getting the best out of them. Teaching molds people's behavior. If you want a certain character from a group of people, you must train them to bring that character out. Some people believe that leaders are made, some believe that leaders are born. But I think leaders are trained. If you train people in leadership, you will get leaders from them. If you decline to train them in leadership, you will get a bunch of people who cannot take your organization or your country or the community to where they ought to be. We ended that episode by telling us that vision is the key to leadership. Vision is the key to leadership. Today we are going to be moving a little bit ahead on that. We're going to be looking at what I call the first creation. I'm so excited to bring that to you. The first creation. Now, I'd like you to know that all things are created twice. Everything on this earth, human beings, material things, whatever is created twice. The first creation is called vision. Vision is the first creation. Vision is the conception of an idea in the mind. It must first exist in the mind before it comes into practical reality. And it is critically important that leaders at every position in time should understand that they must create something in their mind before the people can see it in reality. So the first creation is vision. The second creation is the physical creation, the one we see with our eyes. Now, how do we get the first creation? The first creation comes in two forms. One, either a mental creation or a supernatural impression. Now, you can conceive something in your mind of a desirable future for your people. That is vision. And also, you may have a supernatural or a spiritual impression in your spirit concerning something that has to be done to advance your people. Now, leadership is about people. Vision is about people. You can hear people say, oh, I have a vision to do something for my people. But you can hardly hear people say, I have an ambition to do something for my people. There is nothing like a corporate ambition, but there is something called corporate vision. There is nothing like a country have an ambition. No, we can say a country have a vision for the people. Now, this vision is very critical. If you look at the fact about vision is that to unlock the potentials of people, you must have a vision. The leader must have a vision that the people can express, through which the people can express the potential. Now, vision is the visa to leadership excellence. Vision is the visa to leadership excellence. Every leader on earth who has made significant impact is a visionary leader. That is why Helen Keller said that the only thing worse than being blind is having sight without vision. That is very profound. The only thing that is worse than being blind on earth is having sight without vision. That is extraordinary. That statement is wealthy. Now, if you know Helen Keller, you will appreciate that statement. Helen Keller was born in 1880. When she was 19 months old, at 19 months, she fell sick. That sickness resulted to her blindness and deafness. She was deaf and she was blind at the age of 18 months. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to understand that that did not stop Keller. Keller went on to become the first blind and deaf graduate in the United States of America. She didn't end there. She became an international speaker and author. She authored, imagine a blind and deaf, authoring 12 books and several publications. In her time, she met all the United States presidents of America. She lived a life she fulfilled every single thing that she's supposed to fulfill her life, because she saw that her blindness is not a future. She saw that blindness, she can take advantage of it to become the best in life. You see, ladies and gentlemen, sight, the normal sight is not evidence of vision. Vision comes from the heart. We see leaders who claim to have the good of the people at heart, but they don't have the vision for the welfare, for the well-being of the people. That's why we are where we are today. Dr. Miles Monroe said that the poorest person in this world, the poorest person in this world is a man without a dream. So the poorest person in this world is not that man on the street. It's a man without a dream, without a vision for his people. He may be a senator, but he's a poor man because he had no vision for his people. He may be a counselor, he may be even a president of a nation. As long as there is no vision for the people, that man is considered a poor man, according to Miles Monroe. And I completely agree with him. To live a life of value on earth is to have vision. Without vision, life is valueless. Without vision, life is valueless. The meaning of life comes from the expression of a vision. Now, there is something about vision that I have to hammer in today. Now, the key, a leader gives direction to his people. Leadership is defining and determining the way to go for a people. Now, if a leader gives direction, the leader has to choose that direction before making the people follow that path. For a leader to choose a direction, he or she must first have a mental image of where it's going. And there is something about that. Wherever a leader is going to, it must be better from where he or she is coming from. So vision is taking you from a present reality to a future that is better than where you are today. So leadership, for a leader to take you to a desirable future, there are a few things he must do. Number one, a leader must determine by his vision where to go. A leader must determine by vision where to go. Secondly, a leader must determine when to go, that is timing. Thirdly, a leader must determine how to go to that place. Fourthly, a leader must determine with what or with whom to go to that place. And the last one, a leader must determine or be able to project in real time how long will it take to get there. And finally, the leader must determine what will happen at that destination. A leader must determine that when we get to this place, when we get to this destination, this is where we will be. When Moses cast the vision of the promised land to the children of Israel, he told them that when we get to the promised land, it will be a land flowing with milk and honey. That is determining what will happen to you at that final destination. So if in this present reality, in this present location or where you are, the leader cannot paint a picture of what will happen when we get there, that leader's vision is questionable. So these 6 points, they are critical to actualizing vision. I'd like you to, as a leader, sit back at the cool of the day and think of what will be of benefit to your people. You must do that as a leader. Without that, you are not a leader. If you cannot capture a vision that will be of benefit to the people you lead, you are not a leader. You are just occupying a position. You must have a vision. That vision is what will change the life of the people you lead. That is the essence of leadership. Transforming life, changing people's destiny and making their life better. That is how you can be a good leader. That is how your life can matter. So I want you to do that. Sit back. If you cannot do that, look for people that can look at your people and pick out what their problem is. Then make that your vision and solve that problem. I tell you the truth, you will leave your footprint on the sand of time. Thank you very much for paying attention and listening to this episode. God bless you.